Hello everybody. So it is the week of graphic novels and I am actually super behind. It's now Tuesday and I haven't been able to get any reading done, but I did take out another graphic novel from the library that was not on my official TBR, which was Big Apple Diaries by Elisa Bermudez, and it was originally gonna be on my TBR, but it had been checked out and it was returned. And I wanted to add it because it has a Puerto Rican main character and I think also author. So I wanted to add it because of Latinx Heritage Month. So I'm hoping that I can get started on Chunky today. So I'm bringing it back to work with me so that when I arrive to work early, I can read some, and during my lunch, I can read some. I stopped my regular Latinx Heritage Month reads to focus on this graphic novel week, but I had wanted to finish a book and then be able to start graphic novels, and I didn't have a chance to do that. I'm only 70 pages into 100 Years of Solitude, so that is frustrating, but yeah, it's fine. We'll handle it. Hola everybody. So I finished Chunky yesterday and I forgot to wrap it up. And I was a little disappointed by it. So the premise of the book is supposed to be the discussion of weight in Hootie and how he is trying out for different sports because of weight issues that lead to possible health issues, and the discussion about that with his family and his doctor. And we get some of that at first. That's the introduction to the story, and it's sprinkled about throughout, but it becomes about something else entirely, which is fine except for the fact that the plot of the book was supposed to be driven by a particular discussion of something, and it's not. It became about the being accepted by his father, and finding a group of people where he feels accepted and connected to. But the discussion about weight is completely thrown wayside. There is no discussion within the family of how you should talk about that. There's just I feel like that was a really important aspect of the story that could have been discussed, and it wasn't. It became this thing where he's very down on himself and makes jokes about himself a lot, which is fine, except we don't talk about what that could mean and why he might be doing that. And I understand that it's a kid's graphic novel, but I feel like you can do that and you can explore difficult topics through these graphic novels. And so it was only okay. It was only about a 3-star. I did chuckle a couple times, but I think had the premise of it just been sold as this is a story about a kid who's accepting himself, it's about a kid who's trying to gain the acceptance of his father, who's very, very athletic and very, very unlike him, that would have been a more powerful story because you would have limited it to that and you would have done that successfully, but not anything else, not the other things. So I am trying. Sorry, I'm watching a baseball game. Okay, so next, I do still want to read Latinx books, so I might do Big Apple Diaries by Elisa Bermudez, which is I think also supposed to be like a 9/11 story. We will see, and I will keep you guys updated on what I think. So I've been so busy with work and just life that I haven't really been reading very much. So I think what I'm gonna do is just like extend my graphic novel week into however long I need until I finish the books that I got out of the library, and I'll just continue that vlog and upload it whenever I have a chance. I haven't uploaded in the last week. I don't have anything ready for next week. I think I need to just take it easy because work has just been killing me. Not even the library, which is what's frustrating, because if it was a library, I would be like happy and working. It's my second job that I have. So hopefully that will start to slow down soon. I don't know that it will, but hopefully I can just catch up a little bit. And yeah, so until then, I'm just gonna keep vlogging, and I have to pick what book I'm gonna start next. I don't know if I actually wrapped up Big Apple Diaries by Elisa Liz. I actually don't think that I did. So I finished this one. I gave it like a 4 stars. It is actually would have fit the challenge for monochromatic because it's all like blues. It was really cute. It's very, very sweet. It takes place during the early 2000s, and it's a young girl in a private Catholic middle school who is, you know, learning to accept herself and make friends and talk about boys. And then in the middle of all of that, having to have sort of 2 different family home dynamics because her parents are divorced. And then 9/11 happens, and I actually got teary-eyed during the sections of that. It was beautifully handled, I think. And yeah, I think it was really, really sweet. It's really great how we get to see her grow up, and there are a lot of aspects of it that mirror the author herself. So yeah, this is a really sweet one that I would recommend. Next time I pick up Fake Blood, just because it is October and I feel like that would be super duper fitting. So yeah. So I remembered that I actually have a graphic novel that was on my physical TBR that I haven't read yet, and because my goal is still to read all of the books on my physical TBR, I thought I would pick it up. And it is Marbles, Mania, Depression, Michelangelo and Me, a graphic memoir by Ellen Forney. And it's all black and white like this. I'm not a huge fan of the art style, I will say, but I am finding it interesting to hear and read about her memoir, her personal experiences with mental health, figuring out what that is like for her, how that manifests in her, how therapy goes, everything like that. So that's really interesting. And hopefully it's still kind of early in the night, so at least for me. So I'll see how much I can get of it finished. So it's been a minute now since the official end of the week of graphic novels, but I had some that I wanted to read. I had some others that I didn't get to at all, but I think it overlapping with Latinx Heritage Month kind of messed me up a little bit because it didn't allow me to wholly focus on what I really wanted to focus on at the time, which was just graphic novels, but I also wanted to focus on Latinx Heritage Month books that I had already set aside, because as you all know, my main goal is to read the books on my physical TBR, and pretty much everything that I had for this TBR, for this readathon, with the exception of Marbles, I got from the library. So there were things that I was adding to my TBR as opposed to reducing my physical one. So it was kind of like a battle of the two a little bit, but I think I will end it here. The last thing that I read was the Tea Dragon Tapestry, which was absolutely gorgeous like the other two. I mean, Kay O'Neill really can do no wrong in my eyes. I mean, these illustrations and this art is just absolutely magnificent. It's gorgeous. It makes me happy to look at. These characters make me happy. There really isn't any like, there's like a very little plot, but like nothing bad happens. You just kind of like are experiencing the lives of these beautiful, fantastical, magical characters and loving it, or at least I do. So yeah, there were a few things that remain on my TBR that I didn't get to, like Fake Blood and Cece's journal. But I will get to them at some point. I definitely will, because they are still very high on my TBR and I have them in the library. So, you know, maybe if it's slow in the library, I can read a page or two as it's slow, though that doesn't happen very often. But yeah, I hope that you all had a great event. I can't wait again for the next time that it happens. Let me know if you've read any of these and what you thought, or if you got to read any graphic novels these past couple weeks, or the week that it actually was taking place in. As always, thank you for watching and for listening. I love you all very much.